Join me as I dive deep into the debate and challenge myself to explain why Pluto got kicked out of the Planet Club. For a long time, Pluto's status as a planet has been a topic of heated debate among astronomers and the public alike. Some argue it's still a planet, while others believe it's just a tiny icy rock in the Kuiper Belt. So, what's the truth behind Pluto's planetary status? To understand why Pluto is no longer considered a planet, we need to look at the criteria that define a planet. So, what makes a planet a planet? Well, for starters, it has to be in orbit around the Sun, which Pluto definitely is. However, there are other requirements that are a bit more complex. A planet must be massive enough to be rounded by its own gravity, and it has to clear the neighborhood around its orbit. What does that mean? Simply put, a planet must be the dominant object in its orbit, and its gravity must be strong enough to remove or eject all other objects in its path. The problem with Pluto is that it doesn't meet the third criterion. Its orbit overlaps with other objects in the Kuiper Belt, and it's not massive enough to clear the neighborhood around its orbit. In fact, there are other objects in the Kuiper Belt that are similar in size and composition to Pluto. This raises an important question. If Pluto is a planet, why aren't these other objects considered planets as well? Defining a planet can be challenging, and it's not just about size or composition. The classification of celestial bodies is a complex issue that has puzzled astronomers for centuries. Take, for example, the case of Ceres, which is the largest object in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter. Ceres is massive enough to be rounded by its own gravity, but it hasn't cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. So, is Ceres a planet or not? Pluto was discovered in 1930 by American astronomer Clyde Tombaugh, and it was initially considered to be the 9th planet in our solar system. At the time, very little was known about this mysterious icy world. However, as more was learned about Pluto, astronomers began to question its status as a planet. One of the main reasons was its small size compared to the other planets in our solar system. Pluto is much smaller than the other planets, and it has a highly eccentric orbit that takes it as close as 29.7 astronomical units from the Sun, and as far as 49.3 astronomical units from the Sun. Despite its small size, Pluto has a highly reflective surface, which suggests that it's composed primarily of rock and ice. It also has a thin atmosphere, which freezes and thaws as it moves closer to or farther from the Sun. Pluto has 5 known moons, including Charon, Nix, Hydra, Kerberos, and Styx. Charon is the largest moon, with a diameter of approximately 750 miles, which is about half the size of Pluto itself. In 2006, the International Astronomical Union redefined the criteria for planets, which led to Pluto's reclassification as a dwarf planet. This decision was based on the discovery of several objects in the Kuiper Belt that were similar in size and composition to Pluto. The most famous of these objects is Eris, which is slightly larger than Pluto. The reclassification of Pluto sparked a heated debate among astronomers and the public, with some arguing that Pluto should still be considered a planet. The redefinition of a planet in 2006 was a turning point in the history of astronomy. It marked a shift in our understanding of the solar system and the criteria that define a planet. The new definition of a planet is not just about size or composition, but about the object's ability to clear the neighborhood around its orbit. This means that there are certain objects in our solar system that are large enough to be rounded by their own gravity, but haven't cleared the neighborhood around their orbit, and therefore are not considered planets. The reclassification of Pluto has significant implications for our understanding of the solar system. It highlights the diversity of celestial bodies in our solar system and the need for a more nuanced understanding of what makes a planet a planet. So what can we learn from Pluto's story? Well, for starters, we can appreciate the complexity and diversity of our solar system. We can also learn about the challenges of classifying celestial bodies and the importance of ongoing research and discovery. In conclusion, Pluto may not be a planet, but it's still a fascinating and mysterious world that continues to capture our imagination. So, what do you think about Pluto's status as a planet? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about our solar system, Check out my video on the top 10 most fascinating moons in our solar system. Thanks for watching.